All right, let's jump right in. Think of this as a critical transmission, a firmware update, but for your understanding of reality. We're about to deconstruct that old, grinding system of struggle and install a brand new protocol for getting what you want.
And that really isn't an exaggeration. The actual physics of how time and attraction work are being seen in a completely new light. And if you can grasp this, it is the key to unlocking a future you might not have even thought was possible.
So, first things first, we have to talk about the software you're currently running. Most of us, and we don't even realize it, are operating on a seriously outdated system, an OS that's built on the idea that you have to achieve everything through sheer effort and hard work. It's time for an upgrade, a big one.
And this chart lays it out perfectly. The old OS, it sees time as this long, straight road you have to trudge down, and the only fuel you've got is struggle and hard work. But the new OS, the one we're installing today, it runs on something called simultaneous time. It's powered by resonance and attraction. It's literally the difference between chasing something down and just receiving it. This brings us to our first huge revelation. And honestly, this one changes everything. It completely flips our whole perception of time. You know how we were all taught to think of time like a river, always flowing forward? Well, that's wrong. The new model is called simultaneous time. And here's the key idea, so get ready for this. Every single moment that has ever happened, and every moment that ever will happen, it already exists. The past, the present, and that future you want, they're all coexisting right now, kind of like different cities on a map. See, the future isn't something you create. It's a destination you travel to. And this Google Maps analogy is just perfect. Think about it. Your destination, let's say it's Paris. Paris already exists, whether you're there or not, right? You don't create Paris just by deciding to travel there. In the exact same way, the version of you who's living that ideal life in 2035, that person already exists. You just need the right coordinates. So if time is a map with all these destinations, how in the world do you travel from where you are to where you want to be? Well, the answer is in our next big revelation, understanding that your consciousness is a frequency, and you are the tuner. We really need to reframe how we think about the law of attraction. Just forget all the new agey stuff for a second and think of it as a simple, predictable principle in physics, resonance. Your consciousness is always broadcasting a frequency. And just like a radio, it can only pick up the broadcast of the reality that matches its signal. And look how simple this is. If your internal state, your frequency is broadcasting anxiety and worry, then you're tuned to the struggle station, and that's the reality you're going to get. But if you can tune your frequency to joy, to relief, to the feeling of already having what you want, you start picking up the broadcast from your desired future. It's a different station entirely. Okay, so we've got the theory down. Time is a map, consciousness is the tuner. That's great, but how do we actually use this? Well, we use a specific technique called the backcasting protocol. This is how you learn to navigate from your future, not struggle towards it. It's actually just 3 simple steps. First, you set your destination with total, absolute clarity. You lock in that 2035 goal like you're putting it into a GPS. Now, step 2, and this is the absolute most critical part, you have to feel the emotion of already being there, right now. The relief, the joy, the peace, whatever it is. Don't worry about the how, just feel it. Because when you do that, your brain accepts it as a memory. And then step 3 happens on its own. Your mind starts to automatically calculate the fastest, easiest path to make that memory your current reality. This quote just nails the entire idea. It's a complete shift in how you operate. You're not chasing some distant, hazy future anymore. You're just allowing yourself to remember, and then step into, a version of your life that already exists. That feeling, that's the whole engine. So we've covered the theory and the application. The final piece of the puzzle is to actually activate this new operating system. Let's walk through the procedure to put all of this into motion. So really, it all comes down to this one simple question. Are you ready to begin this synchronization process? Are you ready to activate this potential that's been waiting for you? Finally, an important procedure. The comments section of this video serves as an initial sync test for the 2035 network. By typing ready in the comments, your consciousness data will be indexed in our secure servers. The like button is the approval process. Complete your synchronization now.